It's time for one of my favorite releases of the year, and that is our teacher release. But this year, not only do we have a teacher collection, but we have a student collection. And I'm so excited to share all of this with you. This might be a longer video because we're going to be flipping through both the teacher and the student collection. All of these items release on Friday, April 4th at 10 o'clock a.m. Central on Kellofaplan.com. And let's start with, we're going to start with the teacher collection, I think. So I'm going to move the student collection off camera and pull in the teacher collection. Let me see if I can zoom out just a little bit. Our teacher collection is the only time that we do a big planner. And I'm so excited about the illustrations and the artists that we used for this collection because I just think it turned out so cute. So in our teacher collection this year, we have Teach and Plan, which is our new sticker book. We have a set of highlighters that coordinate. These highlighters are, we did not order very many of these. We wholesaled these from Faber-Castell, and we didn't order a ton. If they sell out, we can look into ordering more. But just so you know, I mean, these might have even sold out with my patrons. When I filmed this video, we haven't done our pre-order yet. If they sold out with our patrons, I've probably already ordered more. But just know that if you want these coordinating highlighters, they will likely sell out fast. Or they may already be sold out. We need to order more. We also have a coordinating notebook this year. We have our planner, and then we do have a notepad of extra grade sheets. I don't have it here. It's at the office, but it's basically just the grade sheets on a notepad. So this is the box that our teacher planner comes in. It's super cute. If you buy like just the planner and the sticker book and the notebook, it will ship in this box. So this box is meant to be used for shipping. So like this is where your label goes. But if you order enough stuff that it won't all fit in the box, then that's when the box would be put into another box. So I'm going to pull out our teacher planner. And we will go through the teacher planner first, and then we'll look at the stickers and the coordinating notebook. So here is our teacher planner. The cover says, "Your greatest work is in the difference you make." And then it has these really cute school illustrations around the border. It has white plastic discs, and this is the back cover. And then the inside cover is this really pretty floral pattern, which this floral pattern is also on the cover of the notebook. Okay. All right. So this says, "This is your year, planning a life I love, July 2025 through June 2026. I was a teacher for 10 years, so the teacher collection is one of my favorite ones to make and design every year. So here we have our year to glance where you can highlight different things that are going on throughout the year. And then here on this side, you can write in the important dates. And then these pages here are meant for you to use however you might need them. Maybe you want to write student information. Maybe you want to write seating charts, meetings, trainings, whatever it is that you need as a teacher, these pages are for you to set up. We have a couple of videos from past years of how different ways you might set these up, but it's really for you to set up how you want. And you get 3 of those. This is a new page that we added to the teacher planner this year, and I'm really excited about it. Here we have your daily schedule. Here we have allergies and health concerns that you can track in your planner. And then here is a chart that we left blank so that you can fill in based on other things that you need to track. Then on the back, this is also new. We have professional development, so you can track all the credits that you've earned throughout the year. So you can put the date, what the session was, and how much credit you earned. Here's a place where you could track staff meetings, the date and the topic. And then here is a place where you can track school events. This is also a new page that we have this year, student information, where you can put the student name, their birthday, their parent information, and their parent's phone number. And then here is where you can track parent communication. These pages have been in the teacher planner. You get 3 pages of those. And then this is another new page that we've added this year. This is where you can track student data across the whole year. So here you can put what assessment it is that you're tracking, and then your student, and then you have boy, moi, and oi, which if you're not a teacher, you may not know what that means. But it basically means beginning of year, middle of year, end of year, and then their overall increase and decrease, so that you can track the students' data across the whole year. And you have a front and back for that. Then we have a note sheet in here, just in case you need a place to take notes. Then we go into our dividers. So I'm going to show you all the dividers first, and then we'll go into what is actually behind the dividers. So here's our first divider. It says the influence of a good educator can never be erased. And then the back is the stripes. And then August, it is not what you poured into the student that counts, but what was planted. And then September, they may forget what you said, but they will never forget the way you made them feel. And then that floral pattern. October, education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world. And then November, be the change you wish to see in the world. I love that one. 100 years from now, the world may be different because I was important in the life of a child. Isn't that a great quote? I love that one. And then January, do what you can with what you have where you are. February, we are a box of crayons, each of us unique, but when we get together, the picture is complete. I love that one too. And then March, teaching kids to count is fine, but teaching kids what counts is best. April, your influence extends beyond the classroom into the realms of the future, unseen but profoundly felt. And then May, teachers plant seeds of knowledge that grow forever. And then June, teaching is a work of heart. And then your grade divider. Behind every child who believes in themselves is a teacher who believed in them first. And then for your grade section, you have exam dates, important deadlines, progress report due dates, and report card due dates. And then you have these grade sheets, which this is the notepad that we have that you can buy separately if you need more grade sheets than what's included. What's included is, let's see. Oh, and then the last page is this notes page. So you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you get 6 included. If you need more than that, then we do sell that notepad. So let's flip back to the first divider so that I can show you guys what each month looks like. So this is your overview page where you can track things that are important this month, meetings, birthdays, events, and other. And every page looks like that. Every page in every month. And then this is your monthly overview. So you have a dot grid section over here. It says this month. And then you have very bold numbers on the monthly. And this is for July. But besides that, it's very clean. And then your weekly spread, you have 5 boxes over here. But then we purposely make these lines all the same thickness. Technically, this is the size of a box, but we make it very light in case you want to come in and if you need more than 5 sections, you could draw lines, bold yourself to separate it however you need it separated. If you teach 6 classes or 7 classes or 8 classes, you can come in and kind of divide this up however you want. Then we have a place over here where you can track important tasks for the week, things that you need to do. And then we have a Saturday and Sunday over here. In our first teacher planner, we did not have a Saturday and Sunday, but people highly requested it. So last year we brought in the Saturday and Sunday, and we chose to leave that in there for this year. And then every week is that same setup. All right, and then when you go to, here's August. And here is that same setup for August. Okay, so every month pretty much looks the same. The dates just change across the top. All right, so that is our teacher planner. And then this year we included in our release a teacher notebook in case you're someone who likes to take notes in meetings, or just have a place to keep notes throughout the year. It's really cute that they coordinate. So this is our teacher notebook, and the inside is the pink stripes. It has 4 dividers. So this is the first divider, and then the second divider, and then the third divider, and the fourth divider. And then in each section, you have half lined paper and half dot grid paper. And in this notebook, each page has this coordinating strip of florals down the side. Of course, since this is disc-bound, you could change it if you wanted all the lined paper to be in 2 sections and all the dot grid paper in 2 sections. You can take the pages out and rearrange them however you feel. So that is our teacher notebook. And then we have our teacher sticker book, which I'm actually going to open up to one of these weekly pages because there's certain stickers that I want to show y'all where they fit in the planner, because this is sized for this planner. So these boxes here are sized to fit into these boxes. This one is slightly smaller where you could put a header sticker or a title on the top row and then put this in. But these are sized to fit. These also would fit in the monthly view. You would just need to cut out the corner so that you can still see the date. So you get 2 of those, and then you get 2 of just the plain black. And then these boxes here are the same size as 3 of these lines. So you could put these in here, and it would take up half of the box or half of your monthly, depending on where you wanted to put it. So you get 2 of the colored ones and 2 of the black ones. These are checklist stickers that line up perfectly with the lines in the boxes. So you get all of the colors of those checklists. These also fit in these boxes, except it's kind of like you can write a title here and then write something in the white spot. So you get 2 of those. These here are sized to fit in these boxes. So if you teach 5 subjects, if you're an elementary teacher or self-contained and you teach all 5 subjects, you could easily take these, line them up over here, and you're ready to go for the week. So that's where those are set up. You have math, writing, reading, science, and history. Then we have a ton of other words that you can use throughout your planner. These are sized to where you could put them in these boxes. Your monthly box, you can put them over here, but there's tons of words. We tried to do like any word that you might ever need in a teacher planner. So up here we have no school, faculty meeting, assembly, pep rally, substitute, intervention, reading, science, language arts, observation, small group, writing, history, mathematics, spirit week, field trip, picture day. Then we have learning objective, grades due, grade papers, students will be able to, meeting, duty, standard, early dismissal, spring break, fall break, Thanksgiving break, winter break, planning day, teacher work day, professional development, lesson plans due, 504 meetings, and IEP meetings are up at the top. You get 2 pages of those. Then we have prep, materials, tutoring, reteaching, make copies, planning, co-teaching, testing day, midterm exams, final exams, boy assessment, MOI assessment, OI assessment, meeting, duty, snow day, awards, graduation, game day, personal day, sub-plans, open house, parent conferences, book fair, school dance, progress reports, class party, family night, first day, last day, half day, sick day, and testing are up there on the top. And then we have some teacher quotes. A lot of these are the ones that we saw in the dividers, but there's a few extra too. So the influence of a good educator can never be erased. It is not what you poured into the student that counts, but what was planted. Education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world. We are a box of crayons, each of us unique, but when we get together, the picture is complete. Do what you can with what you have where you are. Your influence extends beyond the classroom into the realms of the future, unseen but profoundly felt. Teaching kids to count is fine, but teaching kids what counts is best. Teaching is a work of heart. Teachers plant seeds of knowledge that grow forever. Behind every child who believes in themselves is a teacher who believed in them first. 100 years from now, the world may be different because I was important in the life of a child. Be the change you wish to see in the world. They may forget what you said, but they will never forget the way you made them feel. You get 2 pages of those. And then you get some floral clusters. These are paper. This whole book is paper stickers. You get some floral stickers. And then you get some of the fun illustrations that you see throughout the book. You get these as stickers too. All right, and that is Teach and Plan. So for the teacher collection, we have the planner, we have the notebook, we have the sticker book, we have this coordinating set of highlighters. If you're someone who loves highlighters, I'm super excited to use those. And then we also have that grade notepad if you need more grade sheets. So that is our teacher collection. Now let's talk about our student collection. So in our student collection, we have two different planners. Well, they're the same planner, but different. They all will come in this box. So this is the shipping box that it will come in. It's got the plaid on the front and the florals on the side. And then on the top, it will either say plaid or floral on that sticker. So these are the two planners. Let me show you the difference. This is the plaid version, and this is the floral version. They're both on clear plastic discs. The guts of these planners are the same, but the covers and the dividers are different because we wanted to have an option for those students who might not like floral. We wanted to have a more gender neutral option for those who aren't really into florals. We also have a student plans sticker book, and we have a notebook. So let's start with the planner. So this is the inside cover of the plaid planner. It's this really cute green. And then the inside cover of the floral planner is stripes. But you can see that the cover page is the same. We're going to go all the way through the plaid planner, and then we'll go through the floral planner, and then I'll show you all the actual guts because we're going to start with just the dividers. So this is our July divider. It's double-sided. Our August divider, September, October, November, December, January, February, March, April, May, June, and then we have a note section in the back. So that's the divider for the note section. So that is the plaid version. And then the floral version, we've got July. I don't know why I said January. July, August, September, October, November, December, January, February, March, April, May, June, and then notes. That's the notes divider. Okay. Now, one thing to note about this planner is it is technically an undated planner. We have dates on the dividers. So if you're wanting it to be maybe your child, or if you're a student, maybe you don't start school until August or September. The great thing about a discbound planner is if that's you, you could take just July or just August, depending on when you start. You could take these 2 months out and you could just not use them, or you could put them in the back and use them at the end of the year because it's technically an undated planner. I'm going to show you how easily it is to date though in just a moment. So we have, this is your year, this is your cover page, and then we have a student info where your student can put in their name, their school, grade level, and their student ID, their goals for the year along with 2 action steps, and then the date that they achieved the goal. Important dates for the year. Their passwords. I'm usually very anti writing your passwords in a planner because then if someone takes your planner, they have access to everything. But for students, they have to keep up with a lot of different passwords. So I'm a little bit okay with it. Just a little bit. If your student is in a club or something where they need to track community service, we have a spot for that. We have a spot to track their friends' birthdays. And then down here, they can include other things about their friends' birthdays. Here is a dot grid page where they can set up their personal class schedule. Of course, as a former reading teacher, I want all kids to love reading. So we have a bookshelf for them to track their books for the year. They can write their goals for the year. They can rate based on colors. And personally, what I like to do is I pick 5 colors and I put what the rating is. And then when I write my book up here, I color it that color so that I know what I rated the book. Total books read, and then what your favorite book this year was. And then this is a dot grid page where they can set it up how they want it. Also, on your first page is a dot grid page so that your students can set it up the way they want it. This is the undated page, which I totally forgot to mention that in the back of the student planner, there is this sheet to date your monthly. So if you get the student planner, this is a sheet of stickers that you can use that are cut already that you can use to date your monthly view. So that is back there so that students can easily date their planner. And then here they have an assignment tracker. They could put the assignment, the class, when it's due, and then check off that they've turned it in. This is a great way just to have an overview of big assignments for the month. And then this is how they date a weekly planner. Very easy. They just highlight the month and then they highlight the dates for that week. I wanted it to be very simple. I was afraid if they were having to date both a monthly and a weekly, students wouldn't keep up with that. So we did very simple dating. Here they could put their weekly goal. Here they could track their homework for the week, important tasks, any projects and deadlines they have, extracurricular things, any personal things they want to track for the week, tests that they have this week. Here's a little habit tracker where they can track whatever habit it is that they're working on for the week. And then here's just an empty space that they can fill in maybe with a cute sticker, a quote, or if there's something else that they need to track. So then each month you get 5 weeklies. Some months you don't need 5. Some months you only need 4, which in that case you could just take the last page out. But then the last page does have the dot grid if your student wanted to track something else. And then that is going to repeat every single month. I love that it's undated because if your student kind of falls off the bandwagon, like halfway through the year, you could reuse the pages the next year. But it's just nice that it's a little more where if your student doesn't start in July or August, you can move the planner pages around to really make it work for your student. So we have that plaid version and we have the floral version. And then let's check out the sticker book because there are certain stickers that fit in certain places. So I'm going to open up to one of these pages so that I can show you where some of the stickers fit. So here, this is for the monthly view. So these boxes here, well, they fit in the monthly view, but they also fit here in the homework section. So if your student wanted to like highlight a certain day, maybe there's important homework they don't want to miss, these boxes fit here. These checklist stickers here also fit where if you were to put it here, it would line up with the lines that are present right here. These up here fit in one row, so if they wanted to title it, and then this square right here actually has 4 dot stickers on it. Okay, so you get 2 of those pages in color. You actually get another set of those, but the colors are the pattern of the colors is a little bit different. So you get a total of 4 of those, and then you also get them in black. So you have plenty for like the whole year. Okay, now these stickers here fit in different places on this page. So like this one fits right here in the projects and deadlines. This one right here, I believe it fits in the important tasks. And then these down here fit in the extracurricular box. And then these skinnier ones fit in the personal box. And then these right here fit in the test box. And then these are sized to cover up the titles. So if they didn't want to use this for important tasks or they didn't want to use this for projects and deadlines, these are sized. So like this one, if you turn it this way, it would cover up projects and deadlines, and then they could retitle it. So you get those in the colors of the planner, and then you also get them in black. Okay, and then these are your monthly stickers. So these already have the pre-cut out little slot. And then you get those in black. And then this is just a bunch of checklist stickers that you can put on the homework. You could also put them on the test. And then we have some longer checklist stickers. These fit in important tasks, and they might fit in extracurricular too. And then up here is just a bunch of dot stickers. That's what these little squares are. Those are dot stickers. Okay, so you get 2 of those, and then you get them in black. And then these are stickers for you to date your monthly. It does come with these in the back to date your monthly, but we included more. But this way it comes with some, so even if you don't buy the sticker book, you can still date your monthly. But this is just more if you need more. And then this has the month stickers as well. And then it also has some holidays that your students might want to put in their planner. All right. And then here we have a bunch of words. These were all sized to fit in the lines. So if you put one down, it would fit in the line. And we tried to come up with like all the words that a student might need. So library book due, club meeting, practice, tutoring, that is definitely spelled wrong. I don't know how we didn't catch that. Obviously, you need tutoring because we spelled it wrong. Retake test, reteaching, essay due, makeup work, extra credit, group project, project due, essay due, testing day, midterm exams, final exams. Tutoring over here is spelled correctly. Meeting, field trip, picture day, assembly, snow day, awards, graduation, game day, school dance, book fair, parent conferences, open house, spirit week, no school, personal day, progress reports, class party, family night, first day, last day, half day, sick day, and testing. And then these, I'm really excited about these. So if your student is into sports or theater, we have some theater, or band, we have some band stickers, then these are great for them to track if they have a game or if they have practice or if there's like something they're trying to achieve, like maybe they're trying to get their toe touchdown and that's their habit for the week. Then you have these sports stickers, and these are paper so they can color them in to match their school colors. I'm really excited about those. I think those are really cute. And we've got football, basketball, volleyball, soccer, baseball, theater, music, band, cheerleading, volleyball. We tried to fit as many different sports as we could on those pages. And then you have some cute sports or school illustrations that coordinate with the planner. If you want to have just like a decorative spread. And then some more. I love the different patterns like mixed in with the illustrations. I think those just turned out so cute. And then the last is the florals that coordinate. All right, so that is student plans. So we have the 2 student planners, we have the student sticker book, and then we also have a student notebook. So if your student likes the idea of coordinating their notebook to their planner, then this is a great addition. This is a cream colored plastic disc. The outside is a floral pattern. The inside is a plaid pattern. It has 4 dividers. So you've got the floral on the front and the plaid on the back. Floral on the front, plaid on the back. Floral on the front, plaid on the back. And then floral and plaid. And then a plaid on the back. And then each section has half line sheets, half dot grid sheets. So those are both in there. And that is the student notebook. And it's the same size as the student planner. So yeah, that is our student collection. And then we already went through our teacher collection. And all of these items release on Friday, April 4th on Kellofaplan.com. If you like this video, I hope you hit the like button. If you want to see more of my videos, hit that subscribe button, and happy planning.